If you had to invest $3,000 in crypto right now, what can it really turn into within 300 days? And I'm not talking about the exceptional ones. I'm talking about on average, if you invest $3,000 now and we go through a bull market in the next 600 days, what can the 3K become in 300 days? That's what I want to show you in this video, guys. I will be going through a historical analysis of the last bull run, the last bull market of if you invested only $3,000, what can it really become? So I know I talk a lot about 100x and 200x and 1000x, and a lot of people call me out on Twitter. They're like, "Oh man, please be realistic," and things like that. And I get it. I get why people think like that because we have been in a bear market, so it's harder to compute what really is possible in crypto. And I also just want to give a shout out to Martini Guy. He actually inspired me to make this video. He made this tweet saying a $3,000 portfolio in altcoins now would be $1 million portfolio in 18 months if we have a bull run like 2021. The best ROI was $5,000 investment in injective protocol pre-sale. The coin is 360x since the pre-sale. It returned around 1.8 million in today's valuation. And by the way, he's talking about injective protocol. So I just want to use this as a base of understanding to give you guys a clue of what really we can expect from cryptocurrency realistically. All right. So first of all, I also want to look at our portfolio. How are we doing? We invested $10,000 in AI and GameFi. So far, we're at 14,400 in almost a month right now. So we're a little bit up, right? Still exciting gains, I think, but we still have a long way to go. Paul was on top of our top performer, but so far MC have now gone on top. MC has been performing really well. I think it's going to hit $1 any time from now. It attempted to do it yesterday. It just didn't work out. But I think by the end of this month, we could see MC at above $1 and it will sit there. Now, let's get back to today's subject. And because I prepared some material to show you guys, I want to go back in 2020 to 2021. So these were articles that were written at the time trying to analyze the performance of cryptocurrencies in 2021. And by the time, Bitcoin in 2021 had gone up 51%, Ethereum had gone up 399%, Binance 1,200%, Solana 11,000%, Cardano 600%, XRP 277%, Terra 12,000%, Avax 3,000%, and Dogecoin at 3,500%. Polkadot was also there, but only 187% because it had pumped, I think, prior to that or right after. But I want you guys to pay attention to the trend of those coins, right? This is another analysis also in 2021, altcoins performance. So within a year, Sandbox had gone up 16,000%. Axie Infinity, 16,000%. Can you see the trend? The 16K. Polygon, 14,000%. Terra, 13,000. Phantom, 13,000. Solana, 9,000. Decentraland, 3,900. So I want you guys to pay attention to this because all these tokens on top of this line, from 1 to 5, were really new tokens. They were created in the last bull run, basically. The old tokens like Mana, which existed even in the 2017 bull run, they did well, but not as good. So I'm sure you can see the trend, how it develops there, that you always want to be in the new tokens, not the old stuff. The exception of this list was Dogecoin, which also performed really well, but still you can't compare. It did 3,000% at this point. You can't compare it to like Sandbox that did 16,000%. All right. So I'll go to the charts and fully analyze this so that we can sort of understand what we can expect. I'll look at 5 coins and show you guys the charts over the period of 300 days and show you what is possible, because $3,000 can seem like a small number. And I pick a small number like this to basically prove to you that you don't need to start with a lot of money to kill it in this market, but you need to invest in the right things. And before we continue, I just want to give a special shout out to our sponsor of this video, and this is the Pikachu token. The Pikachu meme token is known as the People's Meme Token, which is currently going through a pre-sale, and the founders believe that they can see a huge pump in this similar to that of Pepe. So what they have done, they have taken Elon Musk's post. He posted a Pikachu picture and said, hey, and these guys have taken that and turned it into a meme coin. You know, that's just how the meme coin world works. And currently the token is going through the pre-sale, which means you can buy before it launches. And I'll put the website link in the description below. The website is hehe.to. The People's Meme Token, Pikachu, the electrifying meme token that's shocking the crypto world. Just like Pikachu's Thunderbolt, this token's meme power is off the charts. Prepare for a journey to meme land as we take Hey on a rocket ride to the moon and beyond. All right. So that's it. You can actually, if you go to the website, if you want to buy it, you click on buy now, or you can simply connect your MetaMask wallet right here. And you can buy it with Ethereum, USDT, DAI, TUSD, and all that stuff. And after that, you can also stake it. So there is a staking mechanism going on their website. So after you buy the tokens, you can stake it. Currently, the APY is 63%. So this is how HEHE works. I do recommend you check out the link and read up on it. And let me know what you guys think. They also have they published their Celtic auditing report because Celtic had to audit their code. And this is the report. I'll also put the link in the description. The final report has been delivered, and remediating findings 99%. So I will publish all this so that you guys can make your own decision. But then it says project age 11 years, 1 month. I don't understand why it says that. But yeah, this is what the Celtic published about HEHE tokens. Link is in the description below. This is now us continuing into our video today. How much can we turn $3,000 into something more powerful? Or what can $3,000 become? So I've picked 5 coins that I will be analyzing. And the number one is Solana. Let's look at Solana. And if you had invested when it first launched on Binance, right? It was right here. It launched on Binance at a price of $2.84. This was in August 2020. And months later, it dropped down to all the way to about $1.03. Let's just say $1 flat. But if you had invested straight at launch, $2.84 on Binance, it means that by the time, or let's just go to the 300 days we're aiming for here. In 300 days, you could have returned, what's going on here? So from launch on Binance to 300 days, which is somewhere around here, you would have been up 1,400%. Now, if you held on to it more towards the end of 2021, you were up 8,564%. Just imagine that. Imagine that, guys. That's 80x on Solana alone, from not even investing on a pre-sale or early investing, just literally buying it off launch on Binance. So what else we can look at is Shiba Inu, SHIB USDT. So SHIB, you have to be a little bit more careful on how you're going to analyze it, because first, it got listed on DEXs before it went live on centralized exchanges, right? So for people who caught it first and invested extremely early, they managed to get the most of it. Let's see. So on Gate, it launched around this price, and to the top, it was 3,400. Within how much time is that? So within 29 bars, it was basically 3,000% up. But yeah, I don't think this is a good one to analyze because most of its activity was done on chain. Let's just go to Sandbox, Sand USDT. And Binance probably also not the best to use for analysis because Binance lists the coins later than everyone else. But after launching on Binance, it launched here at the lowest price of 0.083. And eventually, after 300 days, it made roughly about $3,510. I'm sorry, 3,500%. And then going up later, if you had held into the next 300 days, it turned out to be 67,372%. Do you understand? That's a 67x from simply buying it off Binance, not even buying it on chain whatsoever, just buying from Binance on launch. Now, it means that if you were savvy enough with crypto that you were buying it on Uniswap and all these dexes, then you made more than 100x on these kind of tokens. Or if you bought it from an exchange before they listed it. All right. And the next token we can also look at is AXS. AXS. This is the Axie Infinity token. Axie Infinity. You can look that these charts start to look similar on these platforms, right? Now with AXS, you can see here that from launch on Binance in 2020, which was also too late, they launched it really, really late, but still, in 300 days, you were looking at 36,000% return. So 36x on AXS within 300 days after launch on Binance. So what does this tell us about the market or the potential or the opportunity of what we can do? It definitely tells us, guys, that we do stand a huge chance of making a lot of money, but you have to be good at also holding onto your position. Right now, because of crypto YouTube and Twitter, you can be pushed to look at the market from a day-to-day perspective instead of also looking at the longer term moves. So even though those coins that I've shown you have been going through ups and down and up and down, over the long term, it looks like it was just a one swing going up to the 36,000%, but that's not it. It's showing you that the market can consolidate or sometimes go down, but if the trend is bullish, it is bullish nonetheless. So the people who benefit the most in these kind of moves are the ones that can hold long enough, but also not stupid enough to not sell. So my strategy is always the same. When you invest and you double your investment, feel free to take out your principal if it's money that you really care about. All right. So if you invest, let's say, $3,000 and you're at 6,000 and you're really concerned about it, just take out the $3,000 and leave the rest to take a chance. Or if you are more of a risk taker, you can be like, okay, when I 5x or when I 10x somewhere, I'll take my principal out so that I'm only riding the profits. Because you have to keep in mind, we're saying that, oh man, these guys did well, that if you invest early in a project, or people call me that, oh, you did well on Cardano or on Render. I'm like, look, it's not that easy because it doesn't mean that you're going to watch. It's not easy to watch your investment go from cents, 0.05 and go to $6 and then you're just holding on to it. Most people would rather sell quickly because it feels so surreal. You make 10x, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm selling this. But if you hold on to it, this is the only time that you can maximize the gains. But it helps to also understand the wider market, the macros aspect of Bitcoin to know, okay, when is the top of the market? When is a good time to sell off? That's where the knowledge about macroeconomics comes in, Bitcoin, and also the way markets sort of interact with each other, because crypto does not operate in a silo. It works with it reacts to the Fed, monetary policy, and things like that. So I just wanted to share with you guys with this and to give you sort of a perspective of what really we should expect from crypto, how much money we can make, and how we're going to go about it. So if you're in the market right now, we haven't even hit the previous all-time highs. So we're still early. Just make sure that you make the right moves. If you want to be part of a crypto community that is always in tune with new opportunities, to make sure you're not missing out, because you can make the 100x if you're in the right coins. Not everybody in the last bull run was in these coins. People were in some other stuff, the older tokens, because they didn't see the new ones coming. So if you want to be in a community that knows, make sure you join my alpha group. Link is in the description. We're constantly changing the game, exploring the market, and finding out new investment opportunities. Anything that I find out there that's interesting, I share it with the community. We have been already early in some of the trends in crypto. For example, Bitcoin ordinals, which have been top performing so far. And there are also other trends that are still forming, and we still add it each and every day. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay stacking.